used to be somebody who saved lives. Now I'm just Barry Allen, inmate number 3562.
Hello again, Central City.
These people need our help.
I'm not fearless like you are. Having the ability to help someone, that's a greater life.
Kaboom!
To rise up. Rise above that fear.
The Flash, all new this Tuesday at 8/7 Central on the CW.
Hey guys, Ben here, and welcome back to another video on The Flash Season 4, Episode 11. So today we're going to be talking about the trailer that you just watched the episode, and also we're going to be breaking down the photos that were released. So we're going to be going through a minimal amount of the photos, considering there was quite a lot, and I'm only going to be going through the most interesting ones. But if you do go on to enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new, so you don't miss any DC TV videos later this year. So we're going to be going through the photos first, then we'll go through the trailer, because the photos are less important. I feel like the trailer gives a lot more off. But in the first photo we see Barry, and obviously he's in his prison getup, no swearing. When I saw that I started laughing because it's a prison yard, like who's not gonna swear? But we see Warden Wolf next to Barry, and obviously Barry's in his prison attire because he's officially in jail and he's not going to be getting out this episode presumably. And in the episode we're going to be seeing Barry and what life is like inside the prison for him, and he's going to be making a friend in the episode. As we see in the next photo, we get to see a random prison inmate, and this is played by Goldberg, and he's a WWE wrestler. I don't know him very well because I don't watch wrestling, but apparently he's really famous, so a lot of people were really hyped up about that because Arrow, they had Stardust, and they've used other wrestlers in the past, and obviously Stephen Amell went on WWE once, so that's just a big link into WWE. But the next photo is actually featured in the trailer very subtly at the end, and this is the scene where he's being held back, and as you can see in the foreground, there's the prison inmate on the right and there's Goldberg's prison inmate character on the left, and they're about to fight because Barry is about to get stabbed. So will Barry die? We don't know, but obviously we're presuming he's not going to. And then after this, we're not sure if Barry's dead or not because we don't see him in the shot, but as you can see they've had a fight because the inmate who's now on the left has been hit in the face by Goldberg. It seems to be like it because of his hand and, you know, the movement of what he's done. And the reason why I'm presuming these guys are friends is due to Henry Allen, and I presume Goldberg's character has been there for a while and he probably realized that this guy is Barry Allen. And I'm pretty sure they mentioned something about a character having a strong connection to Henry Allen, who's going to be appearing in a later episode, so I'm presuming it's Goldberg's character, just due to him actually protecting Barry and stepping up for him whilst he's actually in prison. So the next couple of photos are just from one singular scene like the other scene, and this is a scene where we see Vibe, Killer Frost, and I'm not sure if it's Caitlyn, but I'm presuming that Killer Frost got caught and she's turned back to Caitlyn because she doesn't look like Killer Frost obviously, but she's in the Killer Frost attire. So I'm presuming prior to this they were actually in a fight scene and they got captured by the Trickster. So yes guys, the Trickster's back, and it seems like he's got his own protege, so I'm not sure who she is, but I'm guessing she's like the new Trickster, like Mark Hamill did to this version of the Trickster. So he's the protege, but now he's the master and he's got his own Trickster protege. So I'm looking forward to this scene and looking forward to the Trickster because he's a great villain, he's really fun, and although I prefer Mark Hamill's Trickster, this version is really great as well. We haven't seen him since season 2, I'm fairly certain. You can correct me if I'm wrong about that, or it might be season 1. But we see Caitlyn and Cisco all tied up, and the Trickster's obviously going to be playing tricks on them in this episode, and it seems like he's going to try and actually inflict pain and damage to our main characters just due to the spinning board behind them mentioning axes and things like that. So something brutal is about to happen. But we get our first photo of the Elongated Man's official new suit. So yes, Ralph has finally got a new suit, an upgrade from that shit suit that he had at the start of the season, that piece of cloth. And this suit seems to be quite influenced by the Trickster, and also I feel like Black Lightning with the goggles. Not a big fan of the goggles, I have to say that, but I feel like that might be a callback to Plastic Man because he wears something like that in the comics. But his suit is pretty average. I don't really have anything against it, I don't have anything going for it. I think it's just a pretty average suit. It doesn't really look like a superhero suit, if I'm totally honest. It just looks like a jumper that has been slightly modified, and yeah, it's nothing too special. Tell me what you think about it in the comments below. But moving on to the trailer now. So in the first shot in the trailer, we see inside the prison yard, and there's a flaming piece of paper falling down, so maybe this is some sort of riot, because it looks like there's 3 prison guards over there next to the prisoners, and maybe this is some sort of prison escape plan that Barry's going to be getting out of prison, or other people are going to be getting out. So we have to wait and see. But the next shot, we see Barry inside his cell, and he's on his bed, and he's looking very depressed. So he's just Barry Allen now, like the voice overlay actually said. He's not the Flash. He's nothing special inside here. He's just a prison inmate. So we just get a few more shots of Barry, and Barry's actually tripped over. So as typical in TV and film, when in prison, you're gonna get beaten up, and it seems like they're going for that typical trope, and Barry's been tripped up on purposely by someone, and that same someone is shown in the next shot, which pans up to him, and this is the guy that Goldberg was actually fighting in those photos. So it seems like he's taken a disliking to Barry. Maybe Barry helps him put him away, just due to Barry being a CSI in the past, and I'm guessing some of these guys probably know Barry from their court sentencing cases and things like that. But the next shot, we see our first look at the Trickster in the trailer, and Cisco and Caitlin are looking at the screens. After this message, they actually go out and fight them, and that's where they actually get caught up and tied up. So we see 2 people here, and this is the bit where it says ask you a question. So there's going to be something brutal, but there's going to be a trick to it, because the Trickster obviously likes tricks. And the next shot, we have Caitlin looking very surprised, and maybe it's seeing the return of the Trickster, considering that he's so wacky and weird. But obviously this episode is entitled The Elongated Man Rises, so this is a massive Easter egg to The Dark Knight Rises. So in The Dark Knight, Batman becomes Batman again. He becomes the Dark Knight, and this is Ralph's version of that. He's becoming the proper elongated man that he's supposed to become, that he becomes in the comics. And it seems like he probably slips into Barry's prison cell to talk with him, just due to him wearing his old superhero suit, and Ralph can definitely get in due to his powers. He can slide through easily, and he's asking Barry for advice for being this superhero. He has to save Caitlin and Cisco, presumably. And moving on to the next shot, so Barry is just leaning down on his bed, and this is just a normal shot that we're going to see throughout the episode, considering that he's in prison. But we get another shot from a different angle of Barry talking to the elongated man in his prison cell, and Barry's giving him advice. But the next shot kind of annoys me, because this extra is breaking her character. She's laughing as explosions going off in the background. Unless that's the Joker's laughing gas, that is something that they've made an error on, and that's kind of annoying. But obviously that's going to be such a minimal amount of the episode, so it doesn't really bother me too much. But obviously the Trickster's in the background, and he's causing havoc, exploding a taxi. And that same scene, we see the elongated man. He actually turns up to try and fight the Trickster, and I'm guessing the Trickster is trying to get the Flash's attention, but obviously the Flash isn't here right now, because we know he's in prison. And like I said in the photo, this is a very similar shot, and Barry's being held up by one of the prison inmates, and he's surrounded by prisoners, and you can see a knife in the next shot, and it seems like it's going to go into Barry, but I doubt it will, and I think Goldberg will break that up. But the final shot of the trailer, the Trickster, we get a side profile shot, just a nice little shot to admire. And so yeah, that's it for this video, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching, and if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.
It doesn't make us strong, it doesn't make us weak. Tongue tied to service like shine.